Hello? No, listen to me. I'm not like the other zombies. I promise. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, yeah, I am talking to you. Oh, yeah, this is probably super confusing. I'll explain everything in a minute. Just please put down the weapon. I'll maintain my distance, I promise. But, you know, don't point that at me. It makes me nervous. Right. Thank you. So, hi. How are you? Yeah, I can only imagine. But regardless, it's really nice to meet you. Yeah, so, about my condition. Long story short, day 1 of the outbreak, I got bitten right away. I have no survival instinct, so wasn't gonna survive. But apparently there's this, like, weird mutation in my head that just doesn't let me turn all the way. So I may look like a zombie, but I think like a human being. And just for the record, I would never eat a human being. I'm vegetarian. How do I feel? Well, first off, thank you so much for asking. And secondly, I feel pretty okay. There are some quirks when it comes down to being a zombie, but there definitely are their cons. I think all of my nerve endings are practically fried, so I don't feel a thing. Yeah, so there was this one time this survivor cut off my right arm, but I didn't feel anything at the time. So I didn't realize the arm was gone until hours later. It's definitely very traumatizing at first, but you kind of get used to it. Sorry, am I talking too much? It's just, I have so many interesting stories. From a very rare POV. A zombie POV! Ugh, I really do hate that the apocalypse is still happening. I could have been a blogger on YouTube! Like, who else is a zombie out here nowadays? Exactly! Ugh, just imagine. Day in the life as a zombie, part 2. I have the voice for it too! Ugh, so much wasted potential! Who knows, maybe you guys will come up with a cure soon, and everything will go back to normal. But that does bring up the question, would I be accepted back into society? I would be considered a danger, no? I can't hurt a fly? Yeah, you're right. I would definitely consider myself more of a pacifist. Speaking of which, I recently started a new campaign. I'm a huge advocate when it comes down to zombie rights. My motto is, it doesn't matter if we're dead or alive, we deserve the same treatment. I've been trying to talk to survivors about a peace treaty of some sort, but none of them want to talk to me. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I merely want to make things better between us. But nothing's ever worked. No, yeah, I completely understand the, whole people-eating part, but I still do think zombies deserve a little bit of respect. Look at this! Someone jabbed an entire sword into my torso when I was trying to talk to them! Imagine, you go to the grocery store and you just pass by a neighbor and you wave hello because it's polite to do so, and all of a sudden they stab you! It's so rude! Ugh! I was so mad that day, but I understood why they did it, and I forgave them. I gotta say, I am really glad I went to therapy before the whole apocalypse things went down, because these lessons are keeping me grounded. It's just you deal with some of the worst personalities throughout the apocalypse. I've seen some of the sweetest people turn into literal supervillains overnight. It's crazy. People will do anything just to live another day. Don't get me wrong, I totally respect that and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, the zombie who bit me was kind of was definitely my type. I'm just kidding. I didn't let some guy bite me just because he was cute. I actually thought it was some kind of social experiment. He was walking up to me all crooked and stuff and groaning. And I was like, ooh, it's one of those prank channels. I'm about to get famous. And then all of a sudden he was nibbling on my arm. To be honest, I was too deep in thought to even realize I was in pain. And then all of a sudden I was like this. I know, but like I said, no survival instinct. I could barely survive high school. What makes you think I'm gonna survive an apocalypse? Well, I'm technically surviving, aren't I? I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself dead. I feel pretty alive. And let's be honest, would you be having a full-blown conversation with a dead person? I didn't think so. Which, by the way, thank you so much for, again. This means so much to me. Yeah, well, every other person I've tried to have a conversation with has attempted at my life. So, yeah, this is a great change of pace. It does make me kind of sad, though. Because once you leave, I'm probably never going to have a conversation like this again. Oh no, it's fine, don't worry. I'm already accustomed to this new life of mine. And though it can get a little lonely, you know, being the only sentient zombie out here, I do try to talk to the others. They never really respond, but they are really good listeners. There are definitely those days where I miss my old life, my family, just everything. And those feelings can be really hard to process. So talking about it makes me feel a lot better. And I don't really have my therapist anymore, so gotta make do with what I have. Am I sad now? I mean, I feel like I'll always carry that sadness with me. Right now, I'm just grateful that I can have a conversation with somebody. In a way, I feel like I'm reliving the old days, where I can just talk to someone and not have to worry about anything else. Ugh, it's been so long. I honestly don't know how I kept myself sane. With everything that's been happening, I just... Wow. I just realized how good of a therapist I had. No, yeah, she is awesome. Every single session that I've had with her was so impactful. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at me now. I would say that I'm handling myself pretty well despite being a sentient zombie. Man, I really do hope she's doing okay. I spent a few weeks trying to look for her and couldn't find anything. No leads, nothing. Oh, because she's definitely one of those people who would understand, who wouldn't be scared of me. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of conflicted feelings that I'm trying to sort out. I could definitely use her help. Let me revise that. All of us need her help. Have you seen the other survivors here? They're literally killing each other! Okay, this is one thing that I'm really grateful for, but as a zombie, people just leave you alone. If you don't get in their way or start like chasing after them, they won't even try to get you. Because of that, I'm able to spectate everything that happens here safely. And I am super nosy. I know it's bad to snoop, but I literally can't help myself. I like need to stay in the loop or I'll go insane. Oh, I have so many juicy stories to tell you, but if I were to tell you everything, we would be here for days. Maybe another time. If I ever come across you again. So you better stay alive. I have plenty of juicy stories to tell. No pun intended. Yeah, well, I wasn't really expecting you to stay all this time. I'm assuming you have somewhere to go? Really? You're just wandering? That's dangerous, you know? In a time like this, you need to know where you're going. Or you might end up somewhere you don't want to be. You're new around here? Oh no, that's not gonna work. No, you don't understand. There is a reason why there are so many issues around this area. There are tons of these, like, clans and stuff. And let me tell you, they are not friendly. At all. They're not accepting of new people. Here, how about this? I'll take you somewhere safe. Don't you worry. I know this place like the back of my hand. Oops, sorry, wrong arm. Even as a zombie, I still get phantom limb. But yeah, here, follow me. Why am I helping you? Why wouldn't I? Well, I understand from the whole, like, fend for yourself apocalypse mindset, but it doesn't hurt to be kind. And, if anything, I feel like we need to be a little nicer to each other. I know I joke all the time and kind of act oblivious to things, but It is kind of sad, seeing people who you used to call friends, neighbors, even co-workers just hurt each other like this. I never knew people were capable of such things. But hey, you put desperate people in a desperate situation, they're going to do whatever it takes. And in a way, I commemorate that dedication. I could never. I mean, you heard how I got infected. As you probably noticed, I'm not very aware of my surroundings.